Welcome to Godrej Affaire meets Godrej DEI, where we celebrate diversity, equality, and inclusion at workplace. Today we have a very special feature on Parmesh Shahani, a torchbearer of the LGBTQ community and a driving force behind Godrej's inclusive culture. Join us as we walk the talk with Parmesh. We'll explore inspiring stories and the evolution of LGBTQ inclusion in the corporate world. What inspired you to champion LGBTQ inclusion in the corporate world?
I think many things, but when I came to Godrej 12 years ago to work here, and I realized that this is an organization for whom inclusion is rooted so much in values. Godrej was founded in India's Swadeshi movement. It's a company that believes so much in constitutional values, especially after 2018, after the Supreme Court verdict that decriminalized being LGBTQ in our country. All of us at Godrej said, what if we become a shining example of what goodness can be?
What are some of the most unconventional, quirky ways have you tried to promote inclusivity at Godrej?
So we use many things. We use data, we use goal setting, we use numbers, but we also use culture, storytelling, that emotional connect that makes people realize that a more inclusive world is a better one. And all of it has been working. We'll show you the rest of Godrej.
Okay.
Come.
Let's do. Parmesh, I really wanted to ask you this. How do you turn colleagues into allies? Like, what's the magic potion behind it?
So, bunch of things that we do. First, everyone who comes on board understands Godrej's values and inclusion is fundamentally part of what we do.
I would really want to know about this project that you have put up over here.
This capsule is of trans and non-binary individuals who are flourishing, who are thriving, who are who have come to share their talent at Godrej and whom we are celebrating through this project as well.
Right.
It's just one of the various nudges we use to celebrate inclusion at Godrej so that we can share these positive stories with other colleagues and everyone can be more and more encouraged to be an ally to the communities as well.
What's the next big thing for LGBTQ plus inclusion in corporate India?
So the next, honestly for me, LGBTQ people are 6 to 10% of any population. I want to see LGBTQ people to be 6 to 10% of Godrej, of all other Indian companies, and of every institution in society at large.
What was that defining moment that made you say, this is why I do what I do?
There are two moments, and both have been when bosses have really taken a big bet on me. The first was when I was a young 18-year-old. I used to be an avid reader of newspapers. I went to the Times of India. I met Bachchi Karkaria, the legendary editor, and I criticized her newspaper.
Okay.
And Bachchi said, you can either complain about things or you can choose to make them better. She gave me a job immediately in the newspaper to help her make it better. Many years later, Nisa Godrej, my current boss, took that same bet on me. I dropped out of a PhD, I'd come back to India.
Okay.
I said I want to create a lab-like space to make a difference.
Yes.
She took a bet on me, not knowing me. She took a bet on the idea and said, I'm going to empower you to succeed.
If you had to pitch in Godrej's queer-friendly policies into one hashtag, what would it be?
I would say hashtag Pride every day.
Yeah.
Because we celebrate Pride all the time and we're always in a state of pride. If I would say another hashtag, I will say always learning.
What's that one message you'd like to share with corporate leaders and employees?
So at Godrej, we like to say that for us, Pride Month happens all around the year.
Yeah.
So my message is really this. Think of queer people all around the year.